Stephen A. Smith asked Megyn Kelly, how can you support Trump after he viciously attacked her? I haven't heard her take on it yet. I'm reacting to this live with y'all. Um, but for me, I mean, when it comes to politics, I don't take anything personally. I get all types of personal attacks from people. You're not a real therapist and all these other things. And like, like, yo, I don't take any of that stuff personally because these people don't know me. So when it comes to politics, unless you know me, I don't care anything what you have to say about me because I know how I really am and things like that. Maybe that I don't know Megyn Kelly's perspective on this, but that doesn't just because you don't like me or you attack me doesn't mean I don't agree with you politically. So we're gonna play the clip and hear what Megyn Kelly has to say about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Here we go. Let's roll the clip.
You think about people who will look at you and they'll say, what do you stand for, Megyn Kelly, especially now because of your support for the president? You endorsed him. You showed up at the rally. I think it was the night before election. Yeah. Made sure to encourage everybody to vote for him. You said you're voting for him, et cetera, et cetera. And we all know how he treated you back in 2015 when you were at Fox with the Republican primary debate and what have you. And he felt that your question was nasty because you brought up quotes that he had said about women in the past, calling them pigs amongst other things, and all of a sudden he goes on the air and said that you were bleeding out of your eyes or wherever it was or whatever. There are people that still look at you to this very day and say, how could you support somebody that would talk about you that way? This sudden, not sudden shift, but this dramatic shift that you had. What about you? What do you stand for and where do you stand on at this particular moment in time, and why is that the case? What do you say to people who ask those questions about you at this particular moment in time?
I think they're totally fair. And I appreciate you changing it from sudden shift to dramatic because it really wasn't sudden. Yes. It was a slow climb between Trump and yours truly. When he was attacking me for that 9-month period, I really was not his fan. And I wasn't, really gearing up to vote for Trump because he was staying on me like a dog with a bone. And it was highly unpleasant. But over time, I was able, and I'm actually proud of it, I was able to check my personal feelings about the guy and start getting back to what needs to be my focus as a journalist, which is the professional relationship with the guy, the professional Trump. And what I saw was somebody who governed in a way that I very much respected. There were a couple of key moments in Trump 1.0 where I really did like the double head take at him, like, oh my God, look what he's doing. Like when he
Right, that's my point. You can't take it personal when it comes to politics. You can't. But I agree with Trump though. She was nasty when she was questioning him. It's not the question that she asked, it's how you ask those questions.
When he stood by Brett Kavanaugh, among other things. And I really respected it and saw him in a new light. And then we got Joe Biden. And I mean, it was such a disastrous 4 years.
That was a wake-up call for a lot of people that didn't like Trump. Was once they saw how Biden was ruining our country, that's when they were like, you know what? Yeah, I'd rather have Trump back.
I probably would have run open-armed into the arms of any Republican, but Trump is just the anti-Biden in so many ways and was just tailor-made for this moment to take him down and to take the reins of the country back and to take the country back itself. So I really, I don't know how to say this in a way that, isn't weird, but I fell in love with Trump, the president, because I believed him that he would close the border. I believed him that he would fight back against the gender madness, which has become a very big issue for me for many reasons. I believed him that he was going to try to get DEI out of our colleges and our woke schools, and that he would push back on this, like, truly, not to sound like Tipper Gore, but smut that's being peddled to our K-5 schools in the name of like health ed or whatever they're calling it, but it's absolutely
it's sickening. I talked about it in one of my news wrap-ups, how they had a teacher teaching kids what to do with anal beads. Like what? What does that have to do with anything? And then she attacked the dude that she the dad called her out on it, and she was like, "What are you, a homophobe?" He was like, "What are you talking about? Heterosexuals use anal beads, so what are you talking about, homophobe? It's got nothing to do with your sexuality. It says everything to do with you teaching this to children." And this is crazy that they like. Why are they pushing this stuff so hard to our children?
Disgusting, like the sex acts that show up in elementary school
Yeah,
libraries, all that stuff. Trump's not having any of that. I believe that he would lower our
Mhm.
taxes. I believe that he would be against forever wars. I still believe all those things. I believe he would roll back regulations so that we could get the economy fired up again. I don't believe in the climate extremists and their stupid fake models that already had us underwater by this point in time, and yet we're
facts.
fine.
Mhm.
So I believed in Trump, and I do believe in Trump, and he's doing all the things he said he would do.
Mhm.
Now they're throwing up obstacles in his way, but I'm 100% rooting for him. So
Right.
if anything, I'm just thrilled that I saw the light on him and that I was able to
Mhm.
like push my own feelings to the side and get past
Mhm.
that. And he got past his negative feelings about me such that I could stand up for him before the election and
Mhm.
hopefully convince some people.
I agree. I agree. Sorry about it freezing a little bit. Something was going on with Megyn Kelly's video where it was freezing and stuff. But I absolutely agree with everything she was saying. You can't take this stuff personally. These people, most of these people don't even know you. But like I said, I get attacked all the time. Oh, you're not a real therapist. I'm a licensed therapist in multiple states. And I get people talking trash, talking about, I don't know what I'm talking about. You're not a real therapist. You don't have an education, you're dumb, and all these other things. And I just like, you know what? These people don't know me. Why would I get mad about some random person saying some things? So I wouldn't take it personally if Trump said bad things about me. I care about how do you govern. That's what matters to me. Do you line up with me ideologically? How are you governing? Are you standing by the things that you said you were going to do? That is why we are for Trump. And I actually surprised. I was very surprised to see Megyn Kelly come around when it came to Trump. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave y'all comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.